Most people buy a franchise thinking about day one, the grand opening, the first customer, man, their very first dollar. But the smartest franchise owners I know, man, they're thinking about the last day, the exit, that big fat check that they're gonna get. Man, if you're not building your business with a buyer in mind, you're leaving serious money on the table. Hey everybody, I'm Gabe Salinas, the world's greatest window cleaner, and I have been in the home services industry for 34 years. I started at 17 years old with a squeegee and a dream. Today, I run Window Ninjas as both an operator and a franchisor. Now, one of the most important lessons I have learned is this: the exit is planned on day one, the day you buy. Let's talk about how you can sell your franchise for a huge profit. Buy with the exit in mind. When you sign that franchise agreement, most people are focused on just one thing: can I make some money? And listen, it is a fair question. 100% I agree with you. But the better question is this: can someone else make money buying this from me someday? Now, that's the shift. Because you're not just building a job, man. What you're doing is you are building an asset. And a buyer is going to look at three things. And here they are. This is what they want to see: revenue trends, net profit, and whether the business runs without you in it, okay? Man, if you are the business, you don't have a business. You basically have a job with a logo on it. And nobody, I mean nobody is gonna pay a premium for that. Clean financials, man, they are your absolute 100% best marketing tools, okay? When it's time to sell, your financials are your pitch deck, period. Man, buyers and brokers are gonna want to see 3 years of clean books. They wanna see consistent growth. They wanna make sure that revenue's going upwards and not downwards. Man, they want documented expenses. They want a clear picture of what the owner actually takes home. And that's not time, at the end is not the time for you to find out bookkeeping is a mess. Man, you gotta start now. You gotta get your P&L clean. You gotta know your EBITDA. Man, you gotta know your margins, right? At Window Ninjas, our franchisees run around 43 to 44% gross profit. Man, those are some great margins. But that's a number that a buyer can underwrite, right? That's a number that creates value. Numbers you can defend create deals that actually close. Just keep that in mind, right? You build systems so that the business doesn't need you. I teach my guys that all the time. That is so important to me, because not only does it matter to them for their livelihood at the end, but it also matters for their general life in general, their day to day. Because it's a huge thing, man. If you want top dollar when you sell, man, the operation has to run without you showing up every single day. Time freedom, financial freedom. That's what you got to shoot for. And you got to document your processes. You got to train your team the standards. You got to use technology to manage scheduling, customer communication, and going back to reporting. Man, a buyer is always going to pay for a machine, not a relationship with you, okay? They want to know that when you hand them the keys, the revenue doesn't walk out the door. And the more systemized your business is, the higher the multiplier you're going to be able to command. And that's just not a theory, man. It's how deals get done. So understand what your multiples are, right? Understand that part of it. Franchise resales in service businesses typically sell for 2 to 4 times seller's discretionary earnings, SDE. Sometimes more if the business is growing fast and the systems are tight. So if your business is producing around $150,000 in SDE, man, you could be looking at a $300,000 to $600,000 exit. Man, that's real money. It's life-changing money as well, And it doesn't happen by accident. It happens because you ran the business right. You kept the books clean and tight, and you built something that a buyer can actually operate. So you got to know your number. Know what you're building towards. Have that conversation with your franchisor and your accountant early on. And here's the bottom line. The best franchise owners I've ever met treat the day they sign as the first step towards their exit. Not in a cynical way, man, in a disciplined way. Build it right. Like I said, run it tight, document everything, and when the time comes, you'll have something worth selling. Listen, guys, if you found this valuable, subscribe. I drop content every week for franchisees, franchise owners, man, and blue-collar entrepreneurs who are serious about building real wealth. Man, I'm Gabe Salinas. Go get it and keep shining.